So Bob Menery and Kyle from NELK have been beefing with each other on Instagram for the past couple of hours, and they've been throwing some pretty heavy accusations at each other. Well, it's mostly Bob throwing accusations at Kyle, pretty much saying that he got screwed over with his whole deal for the Full Sun podcast with them. There's a lot of clips from mostly Bob and some back and forth from Kyle, but it all starts with this TikTok Bob posted a few days ago.
I've been nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been nervous. Because I got a big audience, good people that fuck with me. But at the same time, Full Send has a big audience that fucks with them. I was like, I don't want to go at them, whatever. But you know what? At the end of the day, I was fucked. I was told one thing and I didn't get it. And I was fucking lied to. And you know what also was, is not only that, on top of things that weren't in contracts or whatever, I was still fucked. I was still fucked where we had a deal with certain things that money was supposed to come in, and guess what? It didn't. And I had to bring it up and say, hey, where's this? Oh, there's 55,000 missing. Where the fuck is this? 60,000. Oh, Bob, sorry, my bad. Here we are. We got that. I was our apology. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all fucked me. Y'all fucked me. So here is the deal. Pay me the rest of my fucking money that is owed. And at the end of the day, guess what? You can still keep your promise that I own 30% of the show long term. You can still keep that promise, but that promise is out the window. I'm not afraid of any repercussions. You guys fucked me. And you know what? You guys can run around with your little fucking John Shahidi, Kyle, Sammy, whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. I was one of the good guys that fucking poured my blood, sweat, and tears into that show and fucking built something up and got my fucking throat slit. Got my throat slit by a bunch of ass clown motherfuckers that I introduced my world to, and they took advantage of it and they sucked the fucking life out of it. So at the end of the day, I'll say this. Give me my fucking money and go about your way. And that's it. And I am so motherfucking disappointed. And I'll call out Kyle. I am so disappointed because I think it was the higher-ups. I think it was the Shahidis that made you go and be who you are right now. Because that's not who I met when I fucking met you. That's not who I fucking met. You fucked me. You know you fucked me. And that's that. So at least make it right. And no more skimming. Had to say it, buddy. I'm not afraid of shit anymore. I don't give a fuck. I'm already fucking where I'm at. Peace.
Yo, who the fuck is this guy? Because this is not the Bob Menery I know. This is not who Bob is. He does not talk like this, but I guess he must be pretty fucking mad. Like, they pushed him to the point where he's no longer a bitch. But if what he's claiming is true, then that's pretty fucked, and he could probably sue. But we still need to see some sort of contract or some sort of proof, him just saying it isn't really much. Another thing I want to touch on, when he says, oh, I gave you guys my audience and gave you exposure. Like, bro, what are you talking about? NELK has way more exposure than, like, you, Bob Menery. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but they, like, helped you out way more than you helped them. I will say this, though. If he's, like, this mad and he's willing to put himself out there like this, I think there's some sort of validity to the claim, because he's going to look like a real fucking dipshit if it turns out he's been lying about this. Like, look at this next clip right here.
Fucking money. Where's my money? Where is it? Curious. Where the fuck is my money? Don't know. Should I be a good guy and listen to everybody and say, hey, Bob, just stay away. This is bad business for you to fucking go into fight with them and do it. Where the fuck is my money? That's it. Where's my fucking money?
Dude is just sitting in his car, fucking talking shit to his phone. I know he feels so tough every time he hangs up the phone when he does a little rant like this. Like, he's got that look on his face. But eventually Kyle saw these and he decided to give his response, and he completely denies everything that Bob is saying, which surprises me because Bob seemed like really convincing. Like, I don't know why you would be that mad unless this really did happen to you, But here are the clips of Kyle's response. Let's take a look at what he says.
All right, so first things first, Bob is saying on social media that we owe him money. That is a complete lie. We don't owe Bob Menery a cent. He's also saying that he had the worst deal, a terrible deal for the podcast. But guys, in the 10 months that he was on the show, he made $1.2 million. $1.2 million in 10 months. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what his deal was. All right, so this is Bob's deal. I typed it out on screen on Instagram here too. Also, he had not one, but 2 different lawyers look over this deal. And it is extremely generous if you guys do not understand. I'm gonna pull it up here. So he got 30% of the ad revenue of the show. He never owned it. He always says he owns it. He never had ownership of the show. On top of that, he had 7.5K an episode, usually around 30K a month if that's 4 episodes. 50% of the podcast merch, which is insane. First class flights, hotels, transportation, all covered by us. The production, the staff, and the equipment, all covered by us. So Bob had no expenses. Everything production-wise was covered by NELK. All Bob had to do was show up. Seriously, like, I considered Bob one of my best friends. So I still have enough respect for him where I'm not gonna be pouring out personal details on social media. But you guys see how he is on social media. And behind the scenes, his behavior became like completely uncontrollable. So for months and months and months, I'm trying to figure this out. How can I make this guy happy? I'm working with him one-on-one. I'm working with his manager. His manager's trying to work with him. Nothing's working. And eventually he came to me with a brand new deal. And it was the day before the game episode. And he said, Kyle, you have 24 hours to sign this brand new deal or I'm not showing up to the game tomorrow. And I said, what the fuck, Bob? That's not realistic. You coming to me with a new deal and expecting me to sign it in 24 hours? That's not enough time. I said, come to the game episode tomorrow. Let's crush the episode. And you have my word. Me and you, one-on-one, we'll sit down. We'll figure it out. We will come to some sort of solution. Like, you're my boy, Bob. Like, we can figure this out. And I begged with him and I pleaded with him. And he didn't show up. He missed the game episode. And instead of showing up, he just took to social media so quick and just started posting shit about me, just blasting me, posting lies. And to me right there, like, that was the final straw. Like, I felt so taken advantage of and disrespected for someone that was supposed to be my friend. Like, a friend doesn't go to social media, no matter what, to blast you like that. That's something that a friend doesn't do. And I'll be honest, that actually really hurt me, that Bob did that to me.
So after seeing Kyle's response, my opinion on the whole situation is that Bob was just not happy with the deal that he had, and he wanted to get it changed. And he felt like they weren't going to change it, and maybe they were dodging him a lot and not wanting to talk about it. And so he threw a deadline on it, and that didn't work out. So to be honest, I can't really tell who's in the wrong here. You know, Bob seems pretty convincing with his whole accusations and everything, and I could definitely see people of NELK doing that to him. On the other hand, Kyle's response was pretty straightforward, and he kind of tackled everything. Like I said earlier, the only way to prove anything is to pull out the actual contract. And Kyle actually took a screenshot of a portion of the contract and put it on his story. Everything in this section of the contract is kind of confirming what Kyle said, but Bob takes a screenshot of his screenshot and puts this on his story, basically telling him to post the full contract, and Kyle has not done that yet. So I guess we'll just have to wait for Kyle to put the full contract out if he ever does that. But let me know what you guys think down below. I don't know what to think, so you guys got to give me the opinions here. But as usual, make sure to slap that like button with your cock. Hit that subscribe button. Fucking, I got like 4 subs the other day. Shit's going good, And I'll catch you in the next one.